Most people don't really want to win. They just don't want to lose. But the 1%, they don't hope for success. They expect it. There's a difference between wishing for a better life and working for one. This is not about luck. This is not about talent. This is psychology. Today, you learn to think like the 1%. This is the psychology of winners. Winners don't follow the crowd. They study it. They observe how the masses move, how they chase comfort, how they react to fear, and then they do the opposite. See, the 1% don't think in days or weeks. They think in decades. They're not looking for immediate validation. They're looking for impact. While most people are asking, what's the easiest way out? The 1% are asking, what's the most effective way forward? They're not looking for hacks. They're building habits. They're not checking how many likes they got today. They're focused on how many lives they'll change in 10 years. The average mind is reactive, chasing trends, gossip, comfort. But the winner's mind, it's proactive, strategic, silent, dangerous. Winners know that thinking differently is the price of standing alone, and standing alone is often the price of greatness. Emotions are like waves. They come, they crash, they try to knock you off your path. But the 1%, they learn how to surf them. They feel fear, anger, self-doubt, but they don't obey them. Most people let their emotions drive the car. One bad day, one rude comment, one mistake, and they're off track for weeks. But the 1%, they let emotions ride in the back seat, never behind the wheel. Winners don't ask, do I feel like it today? They ask, is this aligned with my mission? And the mission comes first, always, because success doesn't come to the most emotional, it comes to the most disciplined. You can cry, scream, doubt yourself, but don't stop moving. The psychology of the 1% is built on the ability to act, no matter how they feel. That's why they rise when others collapse. That's why they win while others wonder what happened. The 1% understand a truth most people avoid. Pleasure is cheap. Purpose is expensive. It's easy to grab your phone, scroll for hours, feel good for a moment, but what does that moment buy you in the long run? The 1% would rather sacrifice now and celebrate later. They delay the party so they can build the palace. They say no to distractions that most people say yes to because they know every yes to comfort is a no to greatness. When everyone else is chasing dopamine, they're chasing discipline. While others sleep, they strategize. While others waste, they work. That's why they wake up 10 years later with options, while others wake up with regret. The 1% think like chess players, 10 moves ahead. They understand you either suffer the pain of discipline or the pain of regret, and they choose wisely every time. The most powerful force in the world isn't money, fame, or opportunity, it's belief. The 1% believe in themselves when there's no applause, no audience, no one watching. They don't wait for someone to tell them they're good enough, they decide they're good enough. The average person collapses when they're doubted. But the 1%, they thrive in silence. They build their confidence in the dark, in the quiet hours when nobody's clapping. And when success finally shows up, they don't flinch because they've already seen it in their mind 1,000 times. You see, winners don't hope they'll win, they know. And that knowing makes them unstoppable. Not because they're fearless, but because their faith is louder than their fear. Self-belief is their armor. And when life attacks, they don't break, they double down. Everyone faces pain. Everyone gets rejected, betrayed, broken at some point. But the 1%, they use it. They don't let pain define them, they let it refine them. That heartbreak, it became focus. That loss, it became fire. That failure, it became fuel. While most people complain about the weight, winners lift it. You see, pain is life's most honest teacher. It doesn't lie. It doesn't sugarcoat. It reveals who you really are and who you could become. The 1% look at pain and say, this is not the end of me. This is the beginning of something dangerous. Every scar becomes a story. Every wound becomes wisdom. Because when you turn your pain into power, nothing can stop you. Not the critics, not the losses, not the fear, nothing. You want to think like the 1%? Then you have to live differently. You have to stop chasing comfort, stop asking for approval. You have to train your mind to be stronger than your emotions. The 1% live with intention. They wake up on purpose. They move with clarity. Their life isn't an accident, it's an assignment. So I'll leave you with this. Most people survive the day. Winners attack the day. Most people scroll through life. Winners write their legacy. You can stay where it's safe, or you can rise. Think like the 1%. And one day you won't just think different, You'll live different, and they'll look at you and say, that one was born to win.